What's up guys, and welcome back to the channel. And in today's video I'm going to be discussing the biggest bums in the UFC, the certified trash cans of the sport, those that just bring embarrassment to their divisions, brings embarrassment to the quality of the sport, the quality of the UFC, where you look at the division and you look at this fighter being actively employed by the so-called best martial arts promotion in the world, which the UFC is, but then you see some of these guys and you'll be like, alright, let's be honest, we gotta cut the roster a little bit. You know, we gotta get Bryce Mitchell here. We gotta reduce the population, and we gotta sort that out because we're overpopulating, and you know we got some people that really just don't need to be there in terms of the rankings. Of course, is what the division is what I'm talking about. Of course. But yeah, let's get into it. Flyweight all the way up to heavyweight. I got one per division, and then I got a couple in the heavyweight division because, you know, we just know the heavyweight division is absolutely dog shit. But without further ado, these are the abominations of each division. First up, we got this dude, Kiru Sahota. You might be like, who the fuck is this? Who the fuck is that guy? He's a Jeet, some fucking 5'11" Indian dude who's a flyweight. That's enough said. This dude, I don't even know if he's actively signed to the UFC, but he is on the official UFC website. He was a road to UFC fight. He lost by KO in round 1 to some Korean dude. And that's enough for me, you know. 5'11" at flyweight, that's the average Indian build, to be honest, let's be real. Probably like 5'8" at atom weight is probably the closer thing to the average Indian build. But yeah, just this absolute fucking anorexic Jeet. Getting brutally chinned on road to UFC, not even making it to the highest, not even making it to the big stage, and getting chinned on an Apex card on the prelims against fucking, I don't know, Felipe Dos Santos or some shit. That'd be acceptable. But no, you're losing to some random mid-Korean dude with a fucking 9-inch reach advantage. This dude had a 72-inch reach, had an 8-inch reach advantage because he was fighting some 5'2" Korean dude. And then he gets absolutely brutally chinned. It was very funny to watch. And coincidentally, this guy actually represents the English flag. So, MMA guru, I'm sure he's glad to have this man representing his country on the world stage. You know, tough scenes for England MMA, let's be real. Anyway, let's move on to the bantamweight division. So, bantamweight, I had to dig up, I believe a recently retired / cut fighter, and that is JP Buys. Now, I would have loved to find someone currently employed on the roster. You know, I'll look that up. Jamie, pull that up. Let me see. Because there are some pretty bad fighters at bantamweight. But bantamweight is overall just a relatively skilled division. And there aren't many people who are 0-4 in the UFC. Right? If I go all the way down to the number 75, they've got it as some guy who lost by decision on the road to UFC. Who cares about that guy? Angel Pacheco's not very good. He lost to Callum Loughran. Who else? Carlos Vera, that was a choice, the dude that just got ragdolled by Rinya Nakamura a year ago. But apart from that, all these guys I'm seeing without wins, Beksat, I'm not going to put him, he only lost to Umar. Cortavius Romius, he lost to Joe. He lost to Joe, aka Gaston Bolaños. But everyone else has wins. Everyone else isn't just a complete scrub. You know, there's some lower ranked fighters. You know, there's some fighters with losing records for sure. You know, Vince Morales is 3-6 in the UFC, but he's not bad. Pedro Falcao is 0-1, but again, these aren't proven bums. But I'd say a proven bum of the sport would be JP Buys. This man got chinned by everyone. Cody Durden KO'd this dude. Marcus McGee KO'd this dude. Crazy. Absolute fucking abomination of a fighter. And he also got cucked by Roman Dolidze. He got cheated on. And his wife cheated with Roman Dolidze. That's got to be tough as a full midget. To also be a shit UFC fighter and have your wife cheat on you / girlfriend. Shane Velismas, that's rough work. Anyway, let's move on to the featherweight division. Jeka Sadegi. Now, I do feel bad for this guy because he seems like a friendly dude. You know, he wears a cool hat. I can get behind anyone who wears a cool hat. You know, I respect that immensely. Dober wears a cool hat. You know, I respect a nice, cool, pointy, fun hat. You know, Jeka Sadegi has one himself. They're cool. Yeah, just wear accessories. Wear accessories. I don't know why I'm emphasizing the accessories. Wear accessories to the cage, and it's fun. It's a gimmick. You can make it work. The papakas, you know, the fucking shove cut, whatever the fuck that's called. some other people have them. Who else? Faziv's got one. Like what are the fucking? I'm trying to think. Other people. Oralby has one as well. Just wear a funny hat, and I can get behind it. But Jack Asaragi, you look on his record, and I see a submission loss to Weston Wilson and a TKO loss to Anshul Jubilee. Enough said. You cannot... I know he does have a KO against Lucas Alexander. That was a fluke. But apart from that, this dude lost on Road to UFC by finish, got ground and pounds TKO'd by Anshul the Jeet, Mr. Do Not Redeem Jubilee, and got finished by Weston the anorexic junkie Wilson. Like, I can't be defending you, bro. Anyway, I feel bad. But let's move on to the Indonesian MMA is not looking good with Jackas. I should do a video on the worst countries for MMA. Or like the countries that their MMA hopes are just absolutely in the fucking bin. Anyway, let's move on to the next fighter. Anshul Jubilee himself.
Do not redeem the card!
What?
Do not redeem the cards!
Yes, I'm
Do not
redeeming the
redeem
card.
the
I'm
card.
redeeming the cards.
No!
Okay.
No! No, no,
Yeah.
no, no!
I'm sorry, bro. I had to do it. Anshul Jubilee. Do not redeem, sir. No, no, no. Oh, I can't, bro. £1 fish, very, very good. £1 fish, very, very cheap. I'm sorry, bro. Anshul Jubilee. I can't be defending you, brother. You can't be going out there saying, I beat Khabib too. You know, I do anything with Khabib. And then just got, the doctor check my chin. It's made of steel. Obviously, he's speaking Hindi, but like, yeah, you can't be saying all that, little bro, and then getting chinned in 20 fucking seconds and losing to Mike. Like, to Quindan Sakyo, like, losing to him isn't the bad part. It's the getting slept in 20 seconds, and you're just gonna get memed, because everyone's just voice chopping the fucking do not redeem over him yelling at the ref. But bro, before that, you lost to Mike Breeden. Mike Breeden just started barking at you and won. Like, there are probably worse fighters. Like, are there fighters that Anshul Jubilee could beat? Yes. Like, Muhammad Yahya is fucking atrocious. He's awful. But he survived to a decision against Trevor Peake. So that's good enough for me. But, like, there are some dog shit fighters. Lightweight does have some bums. Because there's a lot of short notice step-ups to lightweight. That's why you'll notice lightweight has the most fighters on its roster by, like a fair way. Good margin. Because there's a lot of short notice step-ups for lightweight fights. Because a lot of the lightweight fighters are worth actually keeping on cards. Because they have a name. Or like they're interesting. So they get a short notice bum. And so that's what you'll see down the bottom end of the rankings. There's a lot of absolute shit fighters. But Anshul Jubilee, I'd say shout out to Anarchy MMA. I'm sure some people watching this will know his channel, be familiar. But he's done several good videos worth watching. But he's done one recently on Indian MMA and why that's failed. It's got like 13k views. So go watch that. I might link it in the description. I'll probably forget though by the time I am actually like posting the video. But yeah, go check his video out on why Indian MMA has failed. Like, bro, these dudes are too busy playing cricket in the street and fucking selling £1 fish. Like, these dudes are too busy fucking playing cricket, you know, shitting in people's foods, you know, making their delicious concoctions on the street. You know, they just don't have time to learn MMA. Like, there's not the funding, there's not the facilities. Any Indian fighter that goes elsewhere, I do think, respectfully, I know there's some people are going to hate this. I'm sorry, it's just true. There is a genetic aspect. Indians are just not built for combat. I'm sorry, that's just true. Name an all-time fucking great in Indian combat sports, bro. Like, it's just, they don't have a lot going. Anyway, let's move on to the next fighter. Next up, welterweight division, Mickey Gall. You cannot be a professional signed UFC athlete and have a 7-7 record and expect me to not put you in this video. Like, okay, there are some fighters at welterweight who don't have wins. They're 0-1 or 0-2 or something like that. You know, there's some straight bums. You know, Pete Rodriguez, good shout. He's a bum. Dude got KO'd by Temba Garimbo. But no, Mickey Gall has just consistently proven to be atrocious. His wins are against straight cans. Like, this dude's beat fucking Mike Jackson and fucking Sage Northcutt, bro. Like, Mickey Gall. I'm actually pulling up his record because I want to read out his wins. Like, is there anyone that he's beat where you can look at and be like, damn, bro, that's a good ass win. You know, did well there. He's on a 4-fight loss streak right now, 7-7 record overall. Finished by Mike Malott, finished by Ramiz Brahimaj. He beat Jordan Williams. That's not a great win. He beat some Salim Turari. He beat George Sullivan. He beat Sage Northcutt. He beat fucking Phil Brooks. He beat Mike Jackson. And he beat Ron Templeton. That's not even in the UFC. I don't know why that's featured. But, like, his wins, he beat... I could have sworn he beat CM Punk. But, like, Mike Jackson... No, who's the other guy that beat CM Punk? I'm tripping now. Hang on. I could have sworn Mickey Gall beat CM Punk. Or if they just got him as... Oh, no, they do. It's just a different fucking name, I think. Hang on. Wait. Who did he beat? Wait. Hang on. Am I bugging? Wait, what the fuck? Am I tripping? Mike Jackson. What am... Hang on. Wait. What's going on? Am I tripping? I gotta be bugging. Wait. MMA. He's got to be under a different name or something, is he? Does he have a Sherdog? CM Punk. Okay, he's under Phil Brooks. Okay, that makes sense. Yeah, he lost to Mickey Gall and Mike Jackson. I fucking thought so. I knew I wasn't tripping. I was just like, why is he not there as CM Punk? The Mike Jackson one got overturned to a no contest. But yeah, fucking Mickey Gall, bro. This dude's a can. Like, straight bum, no other way about it. Getting KO'd by anyone. Yeah, absolutely. How did that take me that long? Why do I even know what his name is? Because his Sherdog's under his actual name. So how did I not know this dude's name was Phil Brooks? Am I the only one who only just now knew his name was Phil Brooks? I knew his name wasn't CM Punk. Like, I knew that was his wrestling name, but like, am I actually a casual for not knowing CM Punk's real name? Has anyone ever called this dude Phil Brooks? Ever? I don't think so. Anyway, let's move on to the next fighter. Next up, Antonio Tricoli. This dude is actually awful. I'm not even over-exaggerating. I don't know how the fuck this dude got signed. Like, he didn't come in off Contender Series, I don't think. He didn't come in off Tough or anything like that. Dude just got in the sport because he's Mackenzie Dern's 19th fucking boyfriend that she's had in the last 3 years. And he's shit. Like, bro. And he popped for roids as well. He fought on Contender Series and he popped for roids and the fight got overturned. But like, he was coming off a submission win he fought on the Contender Series in 2019. He then took 2 years off, or 3 years off, or 2 years off because he got popped for roids. And then he fights some absolute bum, Resli Menezes. Before that, like, he was on a 3-fight loss streak to Jacob Volkman, Diego Lima, not the Diego Lima that beat MVP, different Diego Lima, I think. I'd imagine that's a different Diego Lima. Hang on. Is that the Diego Lima that beat MVP? Different Diego Lima, but still a UFC fighter that fought different Diego Lima that lost to... Damn, bro's got some solid wins on his record, you know? Belial Muhammad. Li Jingliang. Losses. Sorry, not wins. But anyway, I'm getting sidetracked. But yeah, Antonio Tricoli. Broccoli, bro. This dude's a can. Absolute fucking bum. Dude got subbed in a minute by Trayshawn Gore. Fucking some aspiring SoundCloud rapper Trayshawn Gore subbed him in a minute. And before that, he got finished by Shara Magomedov. Did nothing the whole time. His only thing in that fight was just he had a massive reach advantage. So he just stayed out of like punching range for a lot of it. But he just got used as a punching bag the whole fight. Tricoli, straight fucking bum. Don't know how. And he pulled out of his fight with Mansour Abdul Malik. I think that was probably the one where they were going to get him absolutely laid out cold and then cut him. But we'll see what happens. I don't know. Make this dude fight... Who can he fight that's like a bum? Like straight can. Brundage? Brundage would beat him. I'm going to just say Brundage would beat him. Maybe I should do... Let me know in the comments chat. Do you guys want to see a video where I matchmake a fight between the worst two fighters in the UFC and the loser gets relegated? Like some fucking Premier League shit. Loser gets relegated and we swap out another fucking team. Like, that's what I think we need to do that with some of these fighters. Anyway, like, just matchups where it's like guaranteed in the contract, no matter what, loser gets cut. We need that with some of these fighters. Anyway, let's move on to the light heavyweight division. Next up, Tuco Takos. No one even knows what the fuck... Bro, this guy's name is Tuco Tokos, and then his nickname is Taco. I swear, I'm pretty sure. But anyway, this dude lost to who did he lose to? Umar Sy, and he also lost to Navajo Sterling. Dude's just getting chucked at these fucking contender series / undefeated prospects and just losing. Like, Navajo Sterling, he did go to the cards with, so fair play there. You know, showed a bit of a chin. But apart from that, like, I don't know what the fuck this guy. He was just an absolute punching bag in that entire fight. So I don't know. It's just like he's just a bit of a bum, to be honest. But anyway, Tokos. I know the comments are the fucking 0-0. Tokos Glaze starts 2017. Taco Glaze ends. Like, I know those are gonna be the fucking comments. Just let them happen. Anshul Jubilee gift card glaze starts. Jubilee gift card glaze ends. These are gonna be the every comment, because this is what just gets spammed in every fucking MMA comment section from now on. But that's fine. It is funny. Anyway, let's move on from Taco Tokos to the next fighter. Next up, we move from Taco Tokos to his fat Middle Eastern uncle, Sean Sharif. This dude. Dude's nickname is The Smoke. Sean The Smoke Sharif. Dude lost to fucking Junior Tafa in his debut. I urge you go back and rewatch that fight. Not because it was good, because it was hilariously bad. Like, this is what I mean when I say being a UFC athlete does not actually mean you're good at fighting. Because goddamn, Junior Tafa and Sean Sharif are not good at fighting. Like, pound for pound, skill for skill, I am better than both of them in MMA. No doubt about it. Literally. Some of you will say fucking cope, or some of you will say delusional, or some shit like that. I'm better than both of them. These two both suck. They're awful. Junior Tafa is a bum. I'll talk about him in a second. Fucking no grappling to speak of. I'm saying pound for pound. Would I fucking beat them in a fight? No, they're 3 times my size. Again, they're obese men. But, like, am I more skilled than them? Can I actually fucking throw a combination? Yes. Like, Tafa's got some hands. I'll give him credit. But he's got 0 grappling to speak of. If I was the same size as this dude, I would have ragdoll him in the grappling. And that's a fact. Anyway, I'll just density max up to, like, 200 pounds. I would probably be able to double leg this dude. Just to hold him down. But, Sean Sharif, fucking fat blob. I'm actually in awe of how similar this dude looks to Taco Tokos. I need to do a UFC lookalikes video, because that's another one I've just discovered. Anyway, let's move on to the next fat blob. Lucas Bershki, the bull. This dude ain't any kind of bull. This dude's a bull. He's a fucking Timu bull, bro. This dude's a fucking cow. Like, this dude, what's the name for a fucking baby cow? Because that's what he is. He's just not intimidating in any way. Yeah. This dude's a can. Look, he does have a win over Volta Walker by decision, which is kind of nuts. Because Volta Walker, if he wins this weekend, is actually going to be a ranked heavyweight. Crazy. Because right now, Dontail fucking Mays is ranked. I should have included him too. But yeah, basically the entire unranked heavyweight roster and some of the rankings are still just all embarrassments to the sport. But yeah, this dude, Lucas Bershki, got KO'd. Let me read out 2 names. 2 names that this dude's been finished by. He's been finished by more than that. So Kennedy and Nzechukwu, that's alright. You know, Kennedy's got a lot of man skill. Dude's been finished by Mick fucking Parkin and Waldo Cortez Acosta, both of whom do not have a single other finish in the UFC, if I'm not mistaken. Right? And he got finished in round 1 by both of those guys. And in round 1 by Kennedy and Nzechukwu. Anyway, yeah, enough said. Polish fucking absolute can. Let's move on to the next fighter. Next up, we got Austin Lane. Enough said. Yeah, this dude got chinned by Justin Tafa. Dude got chinned by Janata Janice. This dude is a fucking can. He's a bum. Never, and I mean never, pick former NFL players, especially at heavyweights. All of them heavyweights, let's be honest. But never pick these CTE-riddled fucks to win a fight. These fucking these pure only athleticism, no skill, No fighting ability. These guys are not built for fighting. They're built to fucking run and charge into people and get themselves concussions. That's the only thing they're good for in life. They've got no other worth. They're fucking absolutely not needed on this earth. Anyway, Austin Lane, absolute can. Let's move on. Somehow, he beat Rebellis. Rebellis would be on this video if he was still signed. Let's move on, though, to the next fighter. Speaking of Tafa, Junior Tafa. This dude's my op. I actually have personal beef with this guy. He doesn't know who I am. But I've got a long-standing hate relationship. No love, hate, no hate, just hate. Just hate from my direction, you know? That's how all relationships should be with people you don't know, is you just hate them and they don't know you exist. But yeah, Junior Tafa, dude is actually fucking, this dude pisses me off. And he had the ability to make me a fan when he stepped in on a day's notice for his brother and fought Marcos Rogerio de Lima, the human thumb. He did nothing as a fucking professional ex-glory kickboxer, got his legs kicked out from under him, and got finished in 2 rounds. So he's a bum, right? So I'm like, okay, short notice, whatever. He then goes and fights Walter Walker. I picked Walter Walker, so this was not like a cope, oh, you let my pick down. I picked Walker because I knew his grappling is awful, because he lost to fucking Mo Usman. This dude's UFC wins are over, no joke, Parker Porter, Porky Porker, and fucking Jake, not Jake Collier, that wouldn't surprise me. Sean Sheriff, the guy I previously just talked about. Sean Sheriff, and who I don't even know if they're keeping him in the sport, and Porky Porker. Like, those are this dude's 2 wins. He's a fucking bum. He's an embarrassment to the sport. And he got subbed in round 1 and verbally tapped like a bitch to Walter Walker, and then pushed him and complained, and then got a bunch of his cronies fucking dumb ass, bro, fucking roll TNs, bro. Some absolute low IQ tards to try and fucking go block off the hotel and stop Walter Walker from actually being able to get back to the fighter hotel. Like, that's how much of an absolute dickhead, loser, fucking retard this dude is. You're not tough. You have a fucking tattoo and you're Samoan. Cool. No one cares. You bum. Let's move on, though, to the next fighter. The other tough brother, you thought you were safe, buddy. You thought this was over. Nah-uh. Not today. You're cooked. You got fucking finished in 30 seconds by some lanky Brazilian dude who was getting tagged on Contender Series. Bro, the Tafa brothers are so shit. Ruzaboa's brother is fighting this weekend. After that fight, I'm going to do a UFC siblings tier list. I was going to do it after Topuria beat Colby Thickness. But I'm going to do a UFC siblings tier list. I won't make it current because like there's already, some of them are already dipped. But I'll make like an all-time UFC siblings tier list. So someone who's some autistic guy in the comments, some other autist who's got knowledge and I don't want to have to do research. Go comment all the fucking UFC siblings that you can think of. And I'll do a siblings tier list after Ruzaboa's fight this weekend, depending on if he wins or loses. Like, I'll do it regardless, but as in my placement of him will be a little bit dependent on if he wins or loses. But, yeah, Tafa brothers, both fat blob messes, absolute disgraces to their country, disgraces to the sport, disgraces to themselves. Get in shape, learn how to defend punches. You're obese, lose weight, jump on a treadmill, you fucking dog. This dude, both of them look like the absolute type of retard fucking wannabe tough cunts that go down to the fucking pub and just punch on with some guy just for the sake of it, and then act tough when they jump some dude and sucker punch him and KO him. Like, those are the vibes that the Tafa brothers give me. I actually genuinely hate both of them. And this isn't me putting on for the fucking video for the lols. Oh, haha, I fucking hate Izzy and Brendan. Like, no, I still hate Izzy. But like, oh, the Brendan Allen thing's just random. I genuinely hate the Tafa brothers. Let's move on. Kick them both out the sport. 7-5 fucking record and like 5-3 record. Both of them are ass. And I'd beat both of them if I was their size. Or even close to it. Let's move on, though. That's the end of the video. Goodbye. Great way to finish it off with a hate rant towards the Tafa brothers. These dudes both live within my country, so yeah, hopefully they don't come down Victoria way and see this video. They'll fucking send some of their lads on me and then act tough when they send fucking 10 people to jump someone. It's never happened to me, but I'm sorry, but in Australia, I know it happens elsewhere too, but like, there's all these fucking gangs and shit. I'm gonna say random way to the end of this video, but like, all these fucking gangs, which they're definitely part of, all these just groups of just tards who think they're tough and want to be tough, so they hang out with a bunch of other people that want to be tough, and then act tough when they jump a bunch of people and there's one of them and like 7 of them, and they're like recording. I see that all the time. I'm all for watching some funny street fight videos one-on-one, but, like, these cunts who just jump someone, okay, if they're a pedo or some shit, deserved. But, like, these guys just jump someone and steal their shit, or, like, just beat them up, wrong place, wrong time, or something. Or just because they were mad because the guy said something to them. And, like, you're not cool. Like, I don't know, it just fucking pisses me off. These dudes are tards. Anyway, let's move on. That's the end of the video. Random sidetrack at the end of it there. But anyway, goodbye. Have a good one. Peace out. Tune in for the Fight Companion to watch RoboCop Obama drop bombs on Jared Cannonier.